There you go. We're here for 15 minutes.
Okay. Hi, Noemie.
Hi.
You look so different from the movie.
Is it a game?
Why should I answer?
Because I can't stop thinking about you.
1974年，一部艾曼纽电影横空出世，大胆以女性为主角，探索情欲世界，尺度前所未见。不但迈破纪录，在法国电影院连续上映11年，衍生作品更不计其数，系列电影更一连拍了7集。时隔50年，得到威尼斯影展金奖的法国女导演奥黛丽·迪万找来模特儿出身、演戏、导演样样行的参与 Noemie， 重新以现代角度和全新视角，甚至将背景拉到我们熟悉的香港，诠释出不一样的艾曼纽。
I know you feel a very strong personal connection with this project and with Audrey too, right?
Yes, because I love the previous movie of Audrey, The Happening. When I first read the script of Emmanuelle, I had a strong connection with it because it starts with a woman who doesn't get pleasure because she always thinks about giving pleasure to the others, being perfect in this world that asks women to be perfect. So for me, it has a lot of connection because of that. So I was happy to explore with Audrey the feminine pleasure and how to reconnect to our body and the present moment.
And this film can be done without enormous involvement, mutual trust. So how and when did you and Audrey find your own shorthand?
Audrey and I worked, and also the other actors, we worked a lot before the shooting. A lot of discussion, a lot of rehearsals with an intimate coach also. Audrey is someone who gives a lot of space to the actors because she thinks that it's collaboration. So since we have an intimate scene in the movie also, I think for an actor, when you know that you're respected and considered, you give more, you offer more. So yeah, I was able to let go with Audrey, and because it was Audrey.
Especially you are also a director, so how was the on-set relationship like?
As soon as you have a director who is not scared working with other directors, then it's fine. The director, like if Audrey asks me my opinion as an actress or in general, I will give her. I will never push to, it's kind of natural, like a chemistry. She gives space and she trusts people she works with. And I was able sometime to say, oh, maybe I should try this in the scene. And sometime I tried and she liked it. And sometime I tried and she didn't, so it was kind of natural.
Talking about the intimate scenes, the movement of Emmanuelle have significant difference from one to another. Like the one in the airplane is more stiff and the final one is free and open. I know you two took a lot of time to discuss this, right?
Yes, we start the movie in a world who is completely fake in a way. She is doing what she thinks she's supposed to do, give pleasure. And in this experience, she tries to get pleasure also. She can't find it because there is no relation. It's in one way. Everything is for the man pleasure. She is also in this society who asks her to be perfect, to have a perfect body, to have with pleasure is quick like this. You can consume and consume and consume even sex. But when you consume too much without taking the time, because eroticism and sensuality is also about taking the time and not having everything right away, So the end is completely different because she let go. She let go everything. She let go this fake world, and she starts to really explore what she likes. She expresses herself. She says, I want this. Tell him to do this. Tell him to do this. To do this rhythm. To touch me here. To touch... And it's the first time we hear what she wants. And that's how she gets pleasure. It's because she says it, and a man is here to listen to her and to traduce. And I found it very pleasant, sexy, and there is consent in this scene, in how consent can be exciting.
Were you nervous?
I mean, I'm always nervous when I do acting because I have to be here and good, but I was not nervous in the way that it was erotic movie with the nudity or sex scene, because as soon as there is respect on set and ideas behind all the sex scenes, and I mean, I love to explore the feminine pleasure because there is not enough movies about this since ever. So I have no fear. I have no fear about women nudity because the problem is not my body, it's the gaze of some others, So I'm happy to take this risk with Audrey. So yeah, I was excited more than scared.
And I heard that there was a shot that you had take after take all night long.
Oh, it's the last scene. Because we had to try, like in the sex scene in the movie, most of them I simulate because she doesn't get pleasure. But the last scene, she really has an orgasm. So how do we show a real orgasm and without having it? So it took time to explore this moment and to find the right. And I think it's also because to do takes and takes and takes, at one point I was exhausted and I was not in control. I was not thinking anymore. So I was able to find this moment where, it works.
Sometimes the sexiest moments are not even the sex scenes. I love those silence moments, a look, or a slow out of focus transition, a glance. Even sometimes you walk and we see your back in the background.
Yeah, I mean, for Audrey, and I agree with that, erotism is not only about sex, it's just about sensations, having organic moment with what's around you. So the smell, the touching, what you hear. It's a bit like ASMR, this movie sometimes. What you see, you can get pleasure with just what you see also. It's just a long wait also, this movie, a long wait that makes the pleasure grows because you wait for something and you take the time. And I think we're not used to be in silence and take the time in our society now. So, and I think erotism is about that too.
Talking about the perfection, you are a model before and now you're an actress. Perfection must be follow you everywhere, every time, right?
Yeah, since I'm young, with all what we see in movies or in the magazines or in the social media, it's like, okay, if you want to be a woman and be loved and be looked at, you have to be this kind of woman. You have to be perfect that way. You have to smile. You have to have this body. You have to not disturb anything, to behave. So, and sometimes not even to talk. Like when I started modeling, they ask you just to be a piece of meat, actually, and not to talk, and to be perfect. So, yes, the more and more I do acting and directing, and I have power or space in the society, I feel that, okay, I'm allowed to not be how I used to be, but it takes time.
And you film and slept on site in the hotel I'm dying to visit now. And like a total immersive experience. So what was your best or the most memorable encounter in Hong Kong?
First of all, I loved Hong Kong, like a lot. I don't know why I thought that I would not like, but I had a really big crush in the city and the people. What I liked the most was the city. I don't know, just walking in the street was for me. Meet the people, try the food, visit the amazing places there is. I don't know, I have a lot of nice memories, even to go at the beach. I didn't even know that you could go at the beach in Hong Kong.
Yes, you can. There was the real typhoon encounter, right?
The first day we arrived, there was a typhoon, so we were not allowed to shoot. So it was like in the movie, it was, because it was a very strong one. And it was impressive. We don't have that in France, so first day, and we were like, okay, are we gonna be able to do this movie or not?
And I can't help thinking about In the Mood for Love and Wong Kar-wai while watching this film.
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies, In the Mood for Love. I thought a lot about it when we were shooting, even more when we were in Chungking. I saw all these movies, Wong Kar-wai, all these movies, 2 times or 3 times each. I'm a very, very big fan.
Shooting this film and even everything is a kind of exploration or discovery, a learning too. So what did you find and discover yourself, or even the biggest change after the whole process?
I'm in the same kind of exploration, after the Me Too movement and Portrait of a Lady on Fire for me, and just the fact that we changed our vision. And I realized that I was like Emmanuelle, but I don't get pleasure. None of this satisfied me. I'm just thinking about giving pleasure to men. And am I happy with that? No. So what do I like? Who am I? I still don't even know completely. I'm still exploring, because we haven't explored in films. There is a lack of representation, but also in our lives, most of the time we are a mystery to ourselves, because we were considered too much by men as a mystery. So we start to become mystery for ourselves. And so I'm doing this exploration right now. Hi, Taiwan. I hope I will come one day to visit you. If you want to watch a movie that makes you explore feminine pleasure, and you can be a woman or a man, it's for both. Come to see Emmanuelle by Audrey Diwan.
And what's your name?
La 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 la.
Thank you very much. Hope to see you one day in Taiwan.
See you.
Thank you. Bye bye.